In the last class, last session, we were seeing what are the types of partners and what are the types of partnership. Now, as I have said, partnership is a contract. It's a contract, it's an agreement whereby two or more persons come together to do a lawful business and agrees to share the profit and losses. But there can be situations where they can disagree with what they have agreed, because for a partnership, for an agreement can be oral or written. It is always safe when we make an agreement, instead of having an oral agreement, to have a written agreement, because that can avoid a lot of problems in future. Now, in this session, we are going to study about such a thing, what is happening in the partnership form of business, and that is called as partnership deed. Partnership deed. So, our session is all about partnership deed. What is partnership deed? I said agreement of a partnership can be oral or written. Now, when it is in written format, written agreement of partnership with a which specifies the terms and conditions that govern partnership, or the written agreement of partnership detailing about all the things which is been, or terms and conditions which they are going to follow in partnership. When it is in a written form, we call it by the name partnership deed. Partnership deed is a written agreement of partnership. It specifies the terms and conditions which governs partnership, and it is considered as one of the evidence. It is said as an evidence of conditions agreed upon by partners. So, it is a evidence. If somebody is asking, I have not said it, we can easily show it. Okay, this is what you have signed, you have agreed. In partnership, it is written form, we can say. So, it acts as a evidence. It acts as an evidence, and it avoids misunderstanding, or it can reduce conflicts which may possibly happen in future, because there are two or more persons. So, it is an evidence, it reduces misunderstanding, and it is a written agreement that governs the terms and conditions which partners have agreed upon. So, that is what is called partnership deed. This is the form of a partnership deed. Partnership deed is this is the form. You can see the name of partners, all the details which is being said, and it is an officially agreed document which has to be signed by the partners, which have to be agreed by the partners. So, it is a common form. Much more details are there. I just wanted you to see this, just have a rough idea regarding what is partnership deed. Now, what are the contents of partnership deed? What all things will be there in partnership deed? I said it is a written agreement. So, we have to understand what are the contents of partnership deed. Name of the firm which is approved or which we are going to put. Duties and obligations of partners. We said the total activities in partnership will be shared among the partners. Each one may be looking into some particular area. So, we have to know what are the duties, what are the obligations of each partner is. One partner will look into finance, one partner will look into marketing, one partner will look into management, whatever be, what are the duties and obligations of partners will be mentioned. Preparation and auditing of account, how the account system will be maintained, whether it is single entry or double entry or whatever be, how it is going to be done and how auditing is to be done. Then investment made by each partner, the capital brought in by each partner has to be mentioned, that will be mentioned in that. Again, duration of business, whether it is a limited partnership, how long it will be, for how long they have planned it to be there. Then nature and location of business, what kind of business they are going to do and where they are going to do the business. interest on capital and drawings, whether some interest will be given for the investment made, whether there will be some interest for drawings, that means amount withdrawn by the proprietor, whether if they are withdrawing an amount, will there be interest charged, it will be mentioned. Terms governing admission, retirement, expulsion of partner, coming in of a partner or expelling a partner, or when a partner retires, what is to be done. Salaries and withdrawal of partners, whether salary is being fixed for partner, if so how much, withdrawal, if withdrawal is permitted, how much a partner can withdraw, all these things will be mentioned. Distribution of profit and losses, what is the proportion of distribution, whether it is based on capital or whether it is equal, whether it is on any other proportion, it will be mentioned. Methods of solving disputes, if some dispute arises, if some problem is arising, how it is going to be solved, that is also another thing which you have to keep in mind. Again, procedure for dissolution of firm, if partnership firm is going to be closed down, how it will be closed down, how further procedures, what all things, how it will be shared, all those details regarding closing down also will be mentioned. So all these things constitutes the content of partnership. All these things will be mentioned in partnership. Now we have learned what is partnership deed. Now one more thing you have to keep in mind is that partnership is working under the norms given by Indian Partnership Act. But there is a provision that it is not to be compulsorily be registered. Nobody says that partnership has to be compulsorily be registered, though it is optional. Whether registration of partnership is to be done or not to be done, that can be decided by the partners. It is an optional thing. It need not be compulsorily be registered. But if it is not registering, there are some problems. It can be registered, it need not be registered, whatever be. But if it is not registered, there are certain problems. If it is not registered. Now, if it is not registered, a partner of an unregistered firm cannot file a suit against firm or other partners. If there is some problem arising, a partner cannot go against a firm and other partners if it is not registered, because it is not having a legal existence unless and until it is registered. Second thing is that a firm cannot file a case against partners. Same thing. Firm cannot file a partners, because in eyes of law there can be partnership, but it is not officially registered. The firm cannot file a case against third parties. For outsiders also, firm cannot file a case. So if you are not registration of a partnership firm is purely optional. But if you are not registering, you cannot file a case against partners, against a firm, against third parties, nothing. Because legally it is not having an existence, or legally it is not said to be there. Of course, there is a agreement there, but no case filing can be done. Legal evidence of existence is not there if it is not registered. Okay. And how it can be registered? Procedure of registration. If you want to register, so it is always safe to be registered. It is always safe for a partnership firm to be registered. If you want to register a partnership firm, you have to submit application in a prescribed form, and it must be signed by all the partners. It must be signed by all the partners to a person called Registrar of Firms. Registrar of Firms is the topmost authority who is having total control over the partnership firms, and he is the person, legal body to give permission. Now, submission of application in prescribed form, and in that it will be having following particulars. Name of the firm will be there, location of the firm will be there, name of places where the firm carries on business. Which all places the firm is carrying out business, that also must be mentioned. Date and admission of partners in the firm. Their name must be entered, what date they have entered. Name and permanent address of the partners must be there. And duration of partnership, it is a particular partnership, how long they have planned to go with the partnership, it has to be mentioned. And along with that, they have to deposit the required fee. They have to deposit the required fee. And the registrar of firms will check out with all the details what is given in the application form, and once he is satisfied, he will enter the name of the firm into register of firms. He will enter the name into register of firms, and it is done by registrar of firms. He will enter it into register of firms and issue certificate of registration. Then we can say it is legally registered. So we were talking about what is partnership deed and registration of the firm, and what happens if it is not registered, and of course the procedure of registration.